Well, good day, friends. Good to have you with me. A little nippy, so I had to put something a bit warmer than just a plaid shirt on today. Today, I want to look back at something I have not tried and wanting to share with you and give it a trial since last winter. Been some changes. Okay. First off, hobo stove. Remember? Okay, one of them, remember I have two, and I can see where I can get that not quite tight enough. Oh well. Anyway, one of them I put these feet on, and I'm going to have to tighten them up for next time, but that's okay. Okay, and we may have to do some other things to make it work. Okay, why today? Well, I'm not going to start a wood fire, okay? I thought I'd pass on that one. You remember my Pathfinder kit. And so, I wanted to try out and see how well the Pathfinder stove will actually work in this environment. Now, I may have shocked a whole bunch of people. Luke, are you in there? Okay. Taster's choice. For Luke, that's Taster's nasty. Alright. I just couldn't resist. Okay. Now, I think that's about what I need for now from there. Set it back. So, we know that, and I guess I might just as well take off the thing here. Now, I'm going to sit the lid face down on the bottom. Actually, I'll put it face up on the bottom. Keep the heat, any possible heat away from. There, now from the top, okay, it's just the bottom of the holes here. And of course, no strikers, so we resort to using faithful. I like this one. It's got the safety thing there, plus it's got the latch. Okay, now I'm going to verify that we're in the middle or close to it. Okay, it got it. When it snapped, it actually blew out the match. Okay. Now, today I brought my GSI kettle. It is chilly out. It's like minus 19 centigrade. That's why the coat. Okay. Oh, about there. We're only making a copy. Seems like we have heat. And of course, I love this one because it actually centers itself. I'm just going to sit that on top, and that's going to be okay. This is going to take some time, and I'm not going to make you sit there and wonder when in the world is he going to shut up and stop the camera. So we'll do that. Okay, I came back. Yeah, it is starting to get warmed up. Okay, now for me, big difference between the flame pattern and the flame output, the heat output of this Pathfinder stove and the Trangia. The Trangia puts out a far bigger flame, actually bigger around also. And yes, I do have the tent stakes, aluminum tent stakes that I would use to elevate the Trangia up to the burning range. Where the stove is burning, but like I say, it's not great. Now, it's not been in the cold, it's been in the house. You know, and so that's one of those things. It's going to be, I can see it being set aside for a lot of purposes. Definitely, as far as inside of the hobo stove, not the best. I thought with its larger capacity of alcohol that it holds, it started out with at least an ounce and a half in it. I didn't start the timer, let it go. Now I did bring out this pouch that I made up out of a windshield reflective screen for your car, you know, to keep the heat off the seats and the dash and such, just to reduce it a bit. Now the breeze moves around a little bit. Sometimes it's coming from over there, that's why I put it here. Anyway, that's as it is. So anyway, now I must admit, I managed to pop out the centerpiece, which pivots from here to block the hole here. Oh well, it still has the drink sippy cup hole, right? So anyway, but I thought I would, and yeah, I know, taster's choice. Well, I'm fussy with instant coffees, but and what gets me is, now the taster's choice, also the same as my favorite Nescafe, says tear open this end. It does not say not to do the other end, and it doesn't say to do it. Okay, now put it in there, and that way it's ready. When I pour the water in, it should be good. I do want to get the water quite hot, and not necessarily to a boil. But I just wanted to, you know, one of those things, it's a quiet day, we're being good and good as we're going to get, I guess you could say, and remaining at home, not getting out too much, and I must admit, I do need to go shopping, and that's probably going to be in the morning, because some things you can't keep a stock of, like milk, and I like milk in my cereal. Cereal without milk, not so hot. Oatmeal, yeah, it's passable, but crunching away on dry cereals with no milk, no. So, anyway, yeah, we are starting to see steam here. Quite a bit. Now, with the cold out like it is, of course, it's a liar to you, right? You know, I like the idea of the stainless steel stove. I think they erred in not, I'm going to put you over here. I think they erred in not using the same burner setup as the Trangia exactly. They may not have also put the wicking material in between the two walls. That would make a big difference too. And yeah, I can hear this thing singing a bit in the kettle, so that's good. Okay. That's the advantage. I remember to leave the bail up. Okay. It won't be but a few moments. Today, a medicine bottle from Primary Care Pharmacy in Steinbach, Manitoba. A medication was in it, and it was just by fluke. A few months ago, I poured water in one, filled it to the top, put the lid on it, and no water come out. So I turned it upside down on a napkin and left it sit for 2 days, and we didn't get any. I think you can say we are definitely getting to the boil stage. Okay, well, that's getting there. Let's think on the goings on that's going on a little bit. We're still doing the shelter in place, quarantine, call it what you want. Yeah, I joked in my last video that possibly we could resort to having a coffee on the deck with friends, because we could, well, not have 10 people, stay 6 feet apart. That could be okay. I thought about that, and well, I don't want to be considered as an advocate for or being a rebel. But what I said about all of us possibly having a better inventory in our homes of, now I have to, yeah, I'll take this and hopefully stunt it a little bit. Push down on the lid, don't pour it on myself. Now I must admit, if it appears a little thick, well, it is. Because French vanilla. Remember I mentioned in the past I liked using that French vanilla creamer, and I'm forgetting the name of it right now. International Delight or something like that. Anyway, oh yeah, it bails out the taster's choice pretty good. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're keeping to ourselves. I go to my neighbor's and she comes here for supper. We walk down a lane 4 houses away. We don't stop to talk to neighbors or pet their dogs. I'm even to the extent that, as I mentioned, needing to go to the grocery store. Okay, well, if I put that off until tomorrow afternoon, I can stop at my mailbox and pick up any mail that's come in for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm reducing my mail pickups to twice a week only. In the stores, they've got lines, black tape, Gorilla tape, I have no doubt, 1-inch Gorilla tape, lines around it, lines where you stop and wait for the person in front of you, all that kind of stuff. Everybody is really going at it, and just had to wave at a neighbor going by gently. Our street needs to be improved, and it's we're probably going to be the last street in the park to get it done. So anyway, I'm going to put the lid on, and there. What a nice way to warm your hands, guys. Now, this is a plastic. As long as I don't tip it too far, I won't end up wearing it. Yeah, it is good. It is very good. Anyway, so my amateur radio, I've been busy on that. After I'm finished with this, yes, I got to get to my ukulele. Please forgive me. It's one of those things that's been over a year. So maybe you've got a musical instrument at home you've been neglecting a little bit lately. Okay, there's a thought for you. How about wood carving? I have used in the past a serving tray. It was a wooden one, a lady made for my wife as a gift. And I carved wood on it. It caught all the chips and all that stuff and dust. I sat in front of the television set with my wife when she was sick, because I had to stay right with her. And I carved there. And those carvings turned out not too bad. So there you go. You can do something like that too. And it doesn't take $100 knife or whatever. You can get an X-Acto knife and start with the minimum. It won't last long, so if you have a package of 5 spare blades, you can do some carving, right? That's a good thought. All kinds of things you can do out there, because if you're getting cabin fever, like obviously I must be sitting out here in the cold, once in a while remembering to have a sip. And oh, I like that. Considering this taster's nasty. Okay, well, coffee is done. Kettle's just lukewarm, so I imagine the stove is cold. I'm going to clean this stuff up and take my coffee. Well, I just might be sitting here for a few minutes and watching the few rare birds that are around. So anyway, you take time to enjoy this respite. I know it could be very hard for you. It could be there's not much food left in your pantry. Maybe there's not much toilet paper left in the washroom too. That's a problem around here. Everybody panicked and bought all the toilet paper. And a few other things like that. But that's okay. We will, once we get through this, and as we will, I'm purchasing what I need to get through this. Once it's over, yes, the pantry will get stocked better than it was this time, in case we have another emergency. And like in a woodlot like this, we have wildfires, we have storms, snowstorms, ice storms. Never know what we're going to get. So be prepared, as the Boy Scout motto. Be prepared. And if at all possible, even if you buy only an extra can of beans when you go shopping on payday, go ahead. Get the can of beans and put them in the cupboard. And yeah, maybe a roll of toilet paper and paper towels too. All the best. God bless. Have yourself a super day. Ted's clear.